Julius, some pianists have told me that their playing improved greatly when they started working with singers. Do you understand what they mean?
No, I don't exactly understand what they mean, but it's certainly working with singers is, well, I love working with singers. I love the repertoire, and I love the fact that words are involved and that you can become involved not just in the purely musical, but in the words and the texts and the meaning, and that when you discuss in rehearsal what you want and what you feel about the music, you're often trying to get to the root of the poem, or what the poem means and what the composer is feeling about the poem when he set the music. And I love that whole extra element it brings to the rehearsals and brings to the music making, and I think that's why I devoted so much of my life to song, very happily, and continue to do so.
And is it easier to tell a story if there are words involved for you?
Maybe, I don't know. It's just it's partly an intellectual element. It gives you something else to think about, and to be able to put your feelings, which are very much an instinctive thing about music, into some sort of more concrete form, so that you can justify the feelings you have for the music because of the words. And partly, yes, I suppose you are telling a story, but you know, songs, most of them are only about 2 or 3 minutes long, and it's actually the other thing you're doing is making one song go into another song, go into another song, go into another song, and make a whole set, and make a whole group, and make a whole mood. So even if you're performing something that isn't necessarily a song cycle, in a way, by putting one song next to another, you're making it, making something of a whole of them. And that's a very creative thing to do, and a lot of fun. Actually make programs, and that's one of the things that stimulated me a lot in my career.
And the big theme of this festival in Delft is singing, not just vocal singing, but also instrumental singing. Are you able to sing in the repertoire that you're doing on the 3rd of August?
Yes, and in fact I think, the whole is a brilliant idea actually for the festival, because singing is, I don't know about other musicians, but I find when I'm trying to really find what I really feel about the music, I sing it, or I sing the phrase, and then try and reproduce what comes out when I sing, because singing is obviously such a natural thing to do, even if you can't sing very effectively, as I can't. And no one would pay any money to hear me sing, I can promise you. But nevertheless, I can sing, if I can sing a phrase out when I'm working, I can get to the bottom of what I really want to do, and then I can try and listen and make sure that I'm actually doing that through the piano. And I expect a lot of musicians are like that we are, all of us, on our pianos or our violins or our violas or our oboes, we're trying to sing through, well, we are singing. We're singing just as much as a singer is, but we're not using our voices. We're actually trying to get our instrument to replicate our inner voices, I suppose.
And what will you be singing on these concerts?
On the 3rd of August, well, I've got the program here. I will be doing 2 concerts on the 3rd of August, one in the afternoon, one in the evening. And the first one in the afternoon is the title of If Music Be the Food of Love, which is a quote from Twelfth Night of Shakespeare, and they're all Shakespeare settings. And I will be contributing a wonderful setting of Vaughan Williams' Orpheus with his lute, which is one of my favourite English songs. A really inspired setting of that beautiful, beautiful poem. And then I'm also performing with Antoine the arrangement made from Prokofiev's Romeo and Juliet, which is a brilliant, brilliant arrangement, which Antoine has got the music of from Russia. I know it's not often performed because it's not often found, the music, but I have performed it with Antoine. I had a wonderful time, and it's a real treat to do. So in the second concert, I'll be doing Grieg songs, Opus 48, which are one of only 2 sets that he set in German. Grieg was a great song composer. His wife was a soprano, and she was his muse and his inspiration, and so he wrote reams and reams of songs, thank goodness. And Opus 48, as I say, is only 1 or 2 sets for which he wrote in the German language rather than his native Norwegian. And then I'm going to be joining forces with Christiana and with Antoine for some songs for mezzo, viola and piano. 3 of them by Bridge, and the lyric songs of Röntgen, which are new for me and which I'm looking forward to doing very much.
And we're looking forward to the concert.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.